Okay, these notes are absolute value equations, which is pretest number 1 from quarter 3. So what's really important to remember first off is that absolute value is just asking you that number's distance from 0. So if I look at the first example, I'm finding the absolute value of -2. So it's asking me, what is this number's distance from 0? Now, you don't have to draw a number line, but a good way to think about this is to imagine it on a number line. So 0 is in the middle. I'm at -2. I'm trying to figure out how far away from 0 I am. So if I'm at 0 and I'm going to -2, I am 2 units away from 0. So my answer for the absolute value of -2 is a +2 because that's the number's distance. Okay, remember, distance can never be a negative number. Distance always has to be positive. So then, second example, absolute value of 7. So it's asking me how far away from 0 is 7 on a number line. 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units away from 0 on a number line. So again, my answer is positive. So absolute value of -2 is +2 because it's 2 units away. Absolute value of +7 is still a +7 because it's 7 units away. Now, in the example on the bottom, we are working backwards here. So I now know the answer is 4. So whatever is inside of these absolute value bars, I know is 4 units away from 0. So think about a number line here. I know that I am 4 units away from 0. Well, if I'm at 0 on a number line, I could go 4 units to the right and get to +4. So one of my options for the number that started out inside of here is a +4. But another number that also has a distance of 4 from 0 is -4, is also 4 units away from 0. So you have 2 possible answers here. When you're working backwards and trying to find the inside of an absolute value, you truly have typically have 2 answers for that piece of information. Okay, so I'm working backwards and figuring out what number or numbers has a distance of 4 from 0. +4 is 4 units away. -4 is also 4 units away. So we have 2 possible answers. Now, if we look at the next set of examples. So we first have the absolute value of x equals 7. So again, I'm working backwards. I know that my distance is 7. So I need to figure out what value or values have a distance of 7 from 0. And we have 2 possible answers. This x inside of here could have been a +7 because the absolute value of +7 is still 7. Or x could have also been a -7 because, again, the absolute value of -7 is still 7 units away from 0. So you have 2 possible answers here. Either x could equal 7 or -7. Now, second example. Absolute value of x equals -10. So this is asking us what number or numbers has a -10 distance from 0, which isn't possible. There is no numbers that have a negative distance away from 0. Remember, distance is always positive. So the absolute value is not allowed to equal a negative number. So in this case, this is no solution. Now, the next set, we bump this up a little bit. So we have the absolute value of now x minus 3 equals 8. So I no longer just have a simple x inside of the absolute value. I have an entire expression of x minus 3. Still the same type of question, though. It's asking us what value or values have a distance of 8 from 0. So remember, we have 2 possible answers. Okay? This number inside of here could have been an 8 or a negative 8. They both have a distance of 8 from 0. So now I have to set up an equation. So I pull the expression out from the absolute value bar. So my expression was x minus 3. That x minus 3 could have equaled positive 8, or x minus 3 could equal negative 8. Okay, that entire inside of the absolute value had two possibilities, 8 or negative 8. Now you have to solve both of those equations. In this case, these are both just a one-step equation. If x minus 3 equals 8, then you simply add 3 to both sides so that you get x equals 11. Other equation, x minus 3 again, so you add 3, but now I'm adding 3 to a negative 8. So in this case, x equals negative 5. So those are our two answers. Now, you can and you should go back and check these answers to make sure that it makes sense. Okay, if I were to check this, and remember we can check by taking our answer and actually plugging it back into the original equation. So my original equation was the absolute value of x minus 3 has to equal 8. Well, if I, instead of x, I plug in my 11 minus 3, I do get the absolute value of 8, which equals 8. Or our second option, absolute value of x minus 3 again equals 8. But now I'm saying it's negative 5. So if I plug that in, absolute value negative 5 minus 3 is a negative 8. And the absolute value of negative 8 is also 8. So both of these check out. Okay, so to check your answer, just plug it back into the original equation. So let's look at the second example here. So now I have the absolute value of 4n minus 5 equals 18. Again, it's telling us that what's inside of here has a distance of 18 from 0. So that inside piece has to have a distance of 18 from 0. So this inside of here could be an 18, or it could also have been a negative 18. Both of those values have a distance of 18 from 0. So I'm going to take that information and set up two equations. My first equation is 4n minus 5 equals 18, because that was one of my options, or 4n minus 5 equals negative 18. Now, solve both equations. Okay, this is a two-step equation, so a little bit more difficult than the first step, but nothing that we haven't done before. So now, I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So I get 4n on the left side, remember your 5s cancel out, equals 23. Divide both sides by 4. So we get n equals, now this doesn't divide evenly, so you can just leave it as 23/4. That's one of our two answers, because now we also have our second equation to solve. So again, I'm going to add 5. But now I'm adding 5 to a negative 18. So it completely changes the right-hand side of your equation. Okay, you're still doing the same step of adding 5, but now it's negative 18 plus 5, which gives us a negative 13. So now, same last step, divide both sides by 4. You end up with n equals negative 13 points. And again, you can plug both of those answers back into the equation to make sure that it checks out. All right, let's look at the next set of examples. Okay, now, we have the absolute value of 5x plus 6 equals a negative 14. Now, if you think back to our example 3 examples ago, the absolute value of x equals negative 10 was a no solution, because remember, this is telling us that the distance from 0 is negative 14, which is, again, not possible. There is no way that whatever was inside of here has a distance of negative 14. Remember, distance is always positive. So because I have absolute value equal a negative number, this is automatically no solution. You don't have any work to do for this. It's just no solution because it's not possible to have an absolute value that equals a negative number. So your final answer is just no solution. Now, if we look at this next example, so we have the absolute value of n divided by 3 plus 2 equals 4. So the only portion that's in the absolute value is the n divided by 3. What's really important is that you cannot decide if this is possible until you isolate the absolute value first. Okay, remember that means that I need to get this portion by itself on this side. That's what isolate means. I want the n divided by 3, that absolute value, by itself on the left-hand side. So in order to get that by itself, this plus 2 needs to move to the other side. So, like we've done before, it's a positive 2. In order to move that, I'm going to subtract 2 to the other side. I then still have my absolute value of n divided by 3. Now, 4 minus 2 gives us a positive 2. Now that the absolute value is by itself, now I can split this into two equations. Now it's telling us that whatever is inside of here has a distance of 2 from 0. So this inside could have been a 2, or it could have been a negative 2. Both of those values have a distance of 2 from 0. So I set up my two equations. N divided by 3 could have equaled 2, or n divided by 3 could have equaled negative 2. Now again, just a one-step equation. N divided by 3, I'm going to multiply by 3 in order to cancel those out. So I get n equals 6 as one of my possible answers. Same thing in the other equation. I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. But now I'm multiplying it times a negative 2, so I get a negative 6 for my final answer. So just a one-step equation. You have to multiply both sides by that denominator to undo the division that's currently happening. Okay, so I get n equals 6 and n equals negative 6. So you have to remember that the absolute value has to be completely by itself on that left-hand side before you can make your two equations. So if we look at another example. So now I have the absolute value of r plus 5 minus 10 equals 5. So again, the only portion that is inside of the absolute value is this r plus 5. So because this minus 10 is connected to it on the same side of the equal sign, we have to start by moving it to the other side. It's a negative 10 right now, so I'm going to add 10 to both sides. Okay. Before you can make your two equations, you have to make sure that the absolute value is isolated on the left side. So it has to be by itself. So now I can bring down the absolute value of r plus 5. Our 10's canceled, so now this equals 15. Now you make your two equations. Remember this r plus 5, its distance from 0 is 15. So we have two possibilities. R plus 5 could have equaled positive 15, or r plus 5, what was inside, could have equaled negative 15. We had two options there, so we have to solve two equations. Again, these are both just one-step equations. They both need 5 subtracted to the other side. So this one we get r equals 10 as one of our possible answers. Subtract 5 in this equation, and I get r equals negative 20. So those are our two answers, r equals 10 and r equals negative 20. Okay, I'm going to do another example. Same type of situation, a little bit of a different first step, but again, we have to isolate the absolute value. So in this case, my 6 plus 6a is the piece that I need isolated. So I have to get rid of that negative 8. Right now, the negative 8 is being multiplied times the absolute value. Okay, there is currently multiplication happening. So to undo that, both sides need divided